From MTN Sports, this is Bobcat Insider, sponsored by First Interstate Bank.
Welcome to another edition of the Bobcat Insider. I'm Keaton Galogly alongside Grace Lawrence. The Bobcats have wrapped up the non-conference season at 4-0, heading into Big Sky play, ranked number 3 in the nation. A little later, we're going to talk with head coach Brent Vigen and center Cole Sain. But first, Grace, talking about this win against the Lakers. Part of the reason it was such a nice day was that special teams were particularly special.
2 straight games with a blocked punt, and this one they were calling it a Sparty party because Rylan Ort made the block and fellow Sentinel alum, a former Sentinel teammate in Zach Cruz, grabbing it for the touchdown. And also a great game for the backups, the 2s and the 3s. Chance Wilson coming into his own, scoring a touchdown. Cole Sain as well, finding the back of that end zone.
Fun watching those young guys. And on the defensive side, we saw J.J. Knoll and Coulter Petrie make some big plays. Neil Daly had a big play as well. And Taden Gray is a guy the Cats are trying to rely on a bit. He got his first career sack this weekend coming out against Mercyhurst. That secondary is going to be tested this weekend against the high-flying offense of the Idaho State Bengals. We're going to talk about that and more in just a bit when we sit down with head coach Brent Vigen on the Bobcat Insider.
Welcome back to Bobcat Insider, sponsored by First Interstate Bank.
Back on the Bobcat Insider, I'm Keaton Galogly along with head coach Brent Vigen. The Bobcats coming off the win against Mercyhurst, heading into Big Sky play this week. All right, Coach, let's get into this last week. First of all, getting a little more healthy on the offensive line, and you weren't kidding about that club JT Reed had on his hand. How was he doing, and how did him and Burke Mastel kind of play out?
Yeah, I thought they both did quite well. It's a long time coming for JT, and he was playing with the club. That was a one-game thing for him. So I thought he managed that well. And then, to get Burke out there, his first starting opportunity, I thought they both played well. The ability to move Connor Moore back out to tackle, I think that's a significant move for us. And, we need that group to continue to come along. That took Cedric Jefferson off the field, but Cedric went out there when he got an opportunity later in the game and played pretty well too.
Now, how much do you like rotating some of those offensive linemen? Obviously, D-line, it's easy to see when you just kind of bring in that hockey line change, but how do you like doing that rotation offensively?
Well, I think it has to be warranted first off. Guys need to have earned that right to play, and then, a fair understanding that when the next guy goes in that, it's not going to drop off whatsoever. And, I think it's a high mark right now for us. You do it series by series. You want those guys to have practiced together next to each other during the week, and there's some combinations there that have to continue to gain some volume, some experience together. So I think we're in that mode where we have a few guys that are worthy of it, and that's going to continue just to fortify our depth as we go through the season.
So we're not going to see the guys kind of running in and out within a series?
No, I know that's old school, running in the plays with guards going back to the Cleveland Browns a long, long time ago. But no, we're not going to be doing that. It'll be series by series if we do it at all.
Cole Sain, moving along, now in his 7th year, another Montana senior. How have you seen him continue to come along this season, especially really not playing at all last year?
Yeah, Cole's return obviously was going to be big for us. We intended on playing him at guard, but with Perk going down, he ended up playing center. And I think what's occurred is Cole's gotten better and better each game out. But you take a complete year off, year plus really, the way it worked out for him. There's a lot of things to work through, getting back into games, game speed, all that stuff. So I think his level of play has picked up through the last month, through 4 games, and excited about what he's going to be able to do for us the rest of this season.
I want to talk about the defensive side a little bit. Danny Louis Lekepa, another targeting call here this week. Are you coaching him to do anything different, or was this just kind of a mistake that just happens?
Well, I think those bang-bang plays are really hard, first of all. I think, yes, we are coaching him to keep his eyes up. His eyes drop so slightly, and it's a matter of targeting by maybe an inch or two. But it ultimately was the correct call in that instance. But ideally for us, that's it for Danny. He can keep his eyes up. He can make a lot of tackles like he always does, and he can stay on the field.
And he'll be able to go in that first quarter against Idaho State coming up this weekend. Speaking of some of the second, third-string guys defensively, anybody stand out in particular for you?
Well, I think in that safety nickel group, Taki Lulakepa and Taden Gray continue to come along with reps. They're They've gotten some really good opportunity the last several weeks, and you can see their confidence growing, and I think the coach's confidence in them growing. I think on the offensive side, the opportunity to see Chance Wilson go out there and do some things in that second half, lead us on 2 touchdown drives, I think is significant. And then Colson Kuhn. Colson had a chance to make the most of that opportunity, and I'm sure we'll see Colson a little bit more because of it.
Yeah, excited to see how that plays out. Now, for Tommy Mellott, you kind of mentioned this week, too, under 25 carries so far through the first 4 games, and that was really intentional for you guys. What were some of the conversations you had with him before the season to try to lay out what your expectations were to avoid taking that beating physically?
Well, I think it's continuing to try to coach him up so when those moments do arise, when he is scrambling, when he is maybe in harm's way, when he can make the choice to go down gracefully, which he's done a few times, or to get out of bounds. There's a competitive finish to a play that is going to have to rear its head every once in a while, and there's a not so competitive finish to a play that allows him to go down and still gain the yards. So I think he's done a good job of that through 4 games. We've limited those opportunities, but as we move into conference play and these games continue to get bigger and bigger, those moments where he needs to do what he needs to do are going to pop up, and the smart play is the right play by and large, and we need him to be able to use his legs at the same time. So without speaking too much out of both sides of my mouth, I've been pleased what he's done to this point.
Well, what have you seen in terms of the different types of throws he's executing? I mean, the Taco Dollar touchdown, the Ryan Lonergan pass, those are some nice touch throws, but the variety of throws, what are you seeing?
Yeah, I think 4 games into it, he's been real efficient. He's completing the ball at over a 70% clip. But it has been a variety of throws. We haven't maybe connected on all the downfield throws necessarily, but I think he's shown a willingness to throw them. And then, his ability to manipulate the pocket, to manipulate some pressure, I think, as opposed to just taking off, move around a little bit in the pocket, finish those throws off, get the ball in someone else's hands, and let them make the big play. I think that showed up a lot more in 4 games than it maybe had in the first 2+ years of him playing.
Now he gets to get back into Big Sky play coming up this weekend against Idaho State. And they're an interesting case here. I mean, they were one of the more efficient passing teams in the country last year, and now they're passing the ball well again this year, but with a different quarterback. So Kobe Tracy, Hunter Hayes, the 2 guys getting in there. How are they balancing these 2 quarterbacks in the way they're playing them right now?
Well, I think the intent would be situational. Hunter Hayes is more the runner, the athletic guy. So if they have them both at their disposal, they might use him, in the red zone a little bit more, maybe on 3rd down and medium 4th down. I think what Tracy's brought is a good throwing quarterback. He is a guy that we saw a little bit against Utah Tech last year, and I think he's certainly emerged as their main guy, through this first part of the season, and he's capable of making all the throws, manages the pocket well, and has really given a good group of receivers a chance to make a lot of plays down the field.
Yeah, tell me a little bit more about that group of receivers. I mean, they're not really running a tight end out there. They just got a bunch of big pass catchers right now.
Yeah. 2 guys in particular, Waymore and Fredrickson, are 6'4", 200-plus pound guys that they can stretch the field with, not so much maybe because of speed, but because their ability to make the 50-50 catch. They have great body control, and they're both really physical, and then they're hard to bring down once they've caught it. And then they got a couple other guys that they work more underneath and work the screen game with. So, yes, they do a great job of spreading the field both horizontally and vertically with their passing game. And, the biggest thing we got to do, I think, first and foremost, is be able to find ways to get pressure on, stop their run game, which they've got going a little bit, and get those in those obvious passing situations.
And finally, defensively, they were going up against a very stout rushing attack last week. They gave up some yards, but overall, they seem like they performed pretty well.
Yeah, they did a great job of getting Southern Utah off the field in some critical moments. A bunch of 4th down stops in the red zone. Answered the bell when they really had to. That game did tighten up a little bit in the second half. The defense responded. They responded with pressure. They responded with making some big plays and some big opportune times. So, it's a 3-3-5 structure that's a little bit different than some of the 3-3-5s we've seen. We'll have to be as balanced as we possibly can be, take what they can give us, but that definitely starts with establishing some form of run game as the game gets going.
All right, well, here we go. First Big Sky Road Test coming up this weekend. All right, we're taking a break. When we come back, Grace Lawrence is sitting down with 7th-year senior Cole Sain on the Bobcat Insider.
Welcome back to Bobcat Insider sponsored by First Interstate Bank.
Back on the Bobcat Insider, Keaton Cologli along with Grace Lawrence as we get set for Big Sky play this weekend, a 4 o'clock kickoff down in Pocatello between Montana State and Idaho State. And one of the things I think a lot of people are looking forward to right now, Grace, is what is Tommy Malott going to look like in conference play? Because it seems to be that it was very intentional that he's got less than 25 carries through 4 games.
Right, he's the sole quarterback this year. That was definitely a statement they kind of made during fall camp, and now Vigen says the reins are coming off, so that'll be very interesting as conference play progresses. What's also interesting is that he's part of a senior class, even though it's so bolstered, with the 4-, 5-, and 6-year guys, none of them have ever played at Idaho State against the Bengals on this team, besides Jody Owens and Bobby Daly back when they were players in the 2000s.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what the environment is there, because we know a lot of Bobcat fans are going to make that trip down there. And there's a much improved Idaho State team in the second year under Cody Hawkins. Dan Hawkins, the former head coach at UC Davis, is on the staff as well, Cody's father. But they're throwing the heck out of the football. They've got a lot of great pass catchers, and they're running a 2-quarterback system that can be extremely potent. It's
going to be a true test because the Bobcats honestly haven't really had one since New Mexico. It was a tough start to their season on the road, week 0, an early matchup against an FBS team, grabbing that win, but the strength of schedule since then hasn't been as strong as that first game.
And now the Bobcats, if they're going to show up this weekend, they're going to need that offensive line to continue to improve.
Definitely, yeah. We'll hear more from Cole Sain, who's had an incredible journey, 7 years as a collegiate player, coming up after this.
Welcome back to Bobcat Insider, sponsored by First Interstate Bank.
Welcome back into the Bobcat Insider. Grace Lawrence here with offensive lineman Cole Sain. Thanks for joining me today.
Thanks for having me.
Of course. Now, you guys started the season 4-0 through non-conference play. How do you feel like the non-conference went?
It went good. I mean, you can't complain with 4-0. A lot of kinks to work out, but it went overall good. We able to get the wins in each of the 4 games and continue to make gains.
Yeah, your offensive line faced some adversity to start the season with injuries. You quickly had to move back into that center role when Justice Perkins went out with an injury during fall camp. So can you take me through kind of that adjustment back to center when you were kind of preparing for guard, just how everything's been going?
Yeah, it was definitely a quick transition. I think it was like 10 days before the first game. I had to make that switch over, coming off a soft tissue injury. Quick transition, but we have great coaches. I'd coach Al to be able to help me out and, just get me ready and give me confidence playing into that first game in New Mexico.
Yeah, what is Coach Johnson's kind of philosophy like? Because he really prepared all of you to kind of shift around to start this non-conference play.
Yeah, he's big on position flexibility, something we work on in the off season, something I didn't really get the chance to partake a lot in because I was coming off the knee surgery from last season, but he's big on position flexibility, and I think that's what really helped us be able to shuffle things around when there was injuries and keep rolling and not skip a beat.
Yeah, what did you learn from the non-conference through overcoming the adversity, still dominating the run game as a position group that you now hope to take into Big Sky play?
Yeah, I think that's just our identity. We pride ourselves on running the football and moving the line of scrimmage, and I think that's something we focus on going into each and every game, and with something we ultimately pride ourselves on it and want to do. So it's big for us.
Yeah, take me inside the locker room right now. What's it like as you guys are on the cusp of Big Sky play?
It's people are dialed in, people are focused, ready to go. Intentional. I'll say that again. Everyone's intentional every day at practice. Knowing what they need to work on each and every day, and just continuing to make steps and continue to make those strides to be the team that we want to be.
Yeah, talking about the adversity you faced in your career, a couple tough injuries, the season-ending one last year before the season started. Just take me through your recovery process and the mindset coming into this year.
Yeah, it's tough having that season-ending injury before my senior year, not knowing what's going to happen. But just having a great group of guys around me, we have a great team, great coaches. They really helped me get back into that role. And, I worked with Brian Langford in the off season. He's our physical therapist. He's extremely talented, very good at what he does, and he cares a ton. And he was huge for me, in addition to our strength staff and training room staff. So that was a very big part of me getting back on the field.
Yeah, pushing yourself to get back. What was that why and preparing for this final season? I
just love what I do. I love playing football and just helping this team in whatever way I can. So that was a big part and a big motive for me getting back and getting back on the field and be able to contribute.
Yeah, anyone in particular really help you out through last year, maybe in the O-line group or anything?
Yeah, I mean everyone. I mean we're a tight-knit group. I can't even point out anyone in specific, but everyone from the older guys to the younger guys, they were extremely supportive, and across the team. Everybody was very supportive in the roles that just helping me with the mental aspect. It's tough coming off an injury, but just staying in it, continue to go to meetings, continue to just sharpen the mind even when you can't be out there in practice. Just continuing to keep up on the schemes and the different movements and changes that are going on.
Yeah, to see it come full circle in these first 4 games, that year of hard work and recovery paying off in your 7th season. What has that felt like these past 4 games?
It's been awesome. I mean, coming off the spring in 2023, I still really felt like my best football was ahead of me. So having that injury was tough, and even though it was maybe a little bit of a setback, I think it gave me a lot of perspective going forward, and makes you really appreciate that much more what you have, when you're healthy, because in football you never know when your last snap's going to be. So that was very big, and in some ways I think it made me better. We never want injuries, but sometimes it's what you need to kind of give you that perspective and help you keep making strides forward.
Yeah, I mean, you've been here a few years. You're one of those seniors from Montana. There's a lot of pride about this offensive line. What are you most prideful in when it comes to your position?
It's just seeing those running backs score. I mean, obviously the rushing yards, we love the rushing yards, but seeing all those guys get lots of yards and get in the end zone, it was awesome seeing Cole Sain be able to go for big yards in the last game, but seeing guys like Scott Trey and Adam just really take hold and do big things, and yeah, it's been amazing. Have
you had a favorite touchdown this year so far when it comes to that group?
New Mexico, hands down, Adam Jones. Yeah, that was just amazing. I think it was in just such a critical time and something that we much needed. It was very exciting, but then you also can't not include Scott Trey's game-winning touchdown in that too. So both of those combined were special moments for sure.
Did you run down the field with Adam, or did you?
I ran down the field, yeah, but I didn't get all the way. So they were already coming down. I think it was like 93 yards, so yeah. And they run pretty fast.
That's for sure. Yeah. He actually clocked, I believe, 22 miles per hour on that run, which is only about 4 NFL players reached that last season. So it was an incredible run. Looking ahead to Idaho State, what stands out about them on Saturday?
Yeah, I mean, I think much improved from what I've seen in the past. They're base 3-3 defense. They'll move a lot, play tricky fronts that we may not see a lot this year. We see a lot of 4 down in this conference, so it'll definitely make us better in the long run and make us more well-rounded. But yeah, there's definitely a lot of looks that we may not see from week to week. So yeah, a lot of preparation, a lot of attention to detail this week, and a lot of film study.
Yeah, what's one personal goal for the rest of this year in your final run?
Just helping the team in any way I can. I mean, I have big goals for myself that I definitely keep within, but I think just continuing to play my part, and help the team in whatever I can. I came into the season thinking I was going to play guard and I ended up playing center. So I think I tried just to focus on one thing at a time, and focusing on tomorrow's practice and just continue to get better and focus on the things that I need to improve to help this team win.
The team motto is go want to know every day.
Yep.
So just personifying
exactly.
that. Awesome.
Yep.
All righty. Well, thank you so much for joining me. And then coming up, me and Keaton will preview the game against Idaho State.
Welcome back to Bobcat Insider sponsored by First Interstate Bank.
Welcome back into the Bobcat Insider. Grace Lawrence here with Keaton Galogly. And Keaton, and sitting down with Cole, what really stood out to me was how he just wants to do his job. And that seems to be a real theme on the entire team. Do your 111th, and the results will come from there.
And it's really impressive to watch. And the other thing I think stood out was that offensive line coach Al Johnson really has preached that offensive flexibility, that positional flexibility, which has showed up in such a big way. And that's part of the reason the Cats are running the football so well. And if they can run the football this weekend, that'll help keep things away from this offense of Idaho State.
That'll be key. Yeah, Idaho State is a bit dangerous. I mean, they can throw the ball, and they finally broke out in that run game last week. But, you know, that secondary on MSU will definitely be tested in this challenge against a team that can throw the ball in Idaho State.
Yeah, no doubt. This last week for them, they beat Southern Utah, which was a team receiving votes and had already had an FBS win this year. And they were able to win partly because they ran the football for the most yards they've had since 2022. So it's going to be a difficult matchup coming up this weekend with a 4 o'clock kick to open up Big Sky play as the Cats head in at 4-0 and number 3 in the nation. I'll talk again next week on Bobcat Insider.